Guys, look at this. We go back to gaming overlay, and I'm straight on a web sheet on an Excel spreadsheet right here. So, guys, what I wanted to do was I was wanting to calculate my days played across all my characters, because I just said to you guys, okay, so right now we're actually featured on the Blizzard launcher for the first time ever. Actually, this is the first time I've ever been featured on the Blizzard launcher, guys, which is cool. Obviously, I want to know, guys, what my slash played is across all my characters, because you guys are asking me this question a lot in chat. So let's actually definitively find out this this total. I mean, I guess I could do it with an add-on. You guys are saying Alcoholic, but I'm just gonna do it, I guess, straight from the I'm gonna do it straight in the game. Actually, I'm just gonna do it in days, I guess you could say. So let me just minimize this. Hold on. We're gonna go across my characters. We've got Skogun, and we have, let's see, total days played at 1110. Right, total days played on Skogun, guys. We got 27, 200. We're gonna round it up, okay? I guess if it's close to being a complete day, we'll just round it up. So right now I've got like 21 hours. So we're just gonna round this up to like the next day, okay? So we've got 272 days played total. We've got 23 days played at 110, okay? Just gonna quickly go across my characters, guys, and check this out, because this is gonna be some crazy stuff, man. So that's Skogun. Skogun was my... I'm actually trying to remember, guys. Skogun actually wasn't my original warrior, although he was a warrior that I played on a lot because... Okay, this is gonna go back a long time, guys, but back in vanilla, I started off with having a human warrior, and the human warrior is actually now Skogun. And I played human warrior for like the first couple of instances, like Molten Core, Onyxia, even Blackwing Lair, I think. I'm trying to remember when I swapped. I don't think I swapped off that warrior until TBC. Actually, I'm actually talking absolute nonsense, guys. Hold on. Skogun was my second warrior that I made in TBC. It was originally a Night Elf. I swapped that warrior because the Night Elf racials were slightly better for tanking than human racials, yeah? So I played a lot of that warrior, actually. So I played the first warrior, the human warrior I played is actually the original Skull warrior. Right, played on druid. We got 35 days. So Skull Bomb. So this is my... I guess we can add a second column here, an additional column. This was my original Night Elf warrior. TBC onwards, and actually it wasn't actually full TBC, but you guys, yeah, whatever. 35.5 days played on it. It's got 25 days played at max level, so that was obviously my main character that I've been playing on for the last couple of tiers in Legion. Right, which brings us on to Sko. Okay, now Sko, this was originally my main warrior, guys. This was my first ever warrior created in vanilla. My human warrior that I got rank 14 with, the Grand Marshal on Alliance side back then. So I played this warrior all through vanilla. I also played this warrior for most of TBC before I eventually switched to a Night Elf warrior because the racial was better and there's no character swaps back then. You couldn't race change, you couldn't pay for race changes. So that's why I created my second warrior originally, which is actually now Skogun. So Skogun was originally a Night Elf warrior, and Sko was originally my human rank 14 warrior. And yeah, there's a picture in chat right now of the original Sko. This is what Sko used to look like, guys. There you go, human warrior with rank 14 title, Grand Marshal. A wimp, a human wimp, now a mighty Tauren warrior. But it's funny, guys. It's funny how things change, because this warrior is actually my second warrior now in Legion. Just the way that legendaries have obviously played things out. It's unfortunate because obviously I've got the cool title on this character, the High Waller title. So this was originally my vanilla warrior. Played on this character 312 days. Okay, I think this is actually my most played character, like I'm saying to you guys. 312 days on Sko. The original human warrior, rank 14. And days played at... days played at 110. Are you guys ready for this? 4 days, 20 hours, 22 minutes. So I'm just going to say 5 days, guys. But it's actually less than 5 days played on Sko, my second warrior right now. At 110. So 312 days total. 5 days played at 110. Right, Paladin. This Paladin hasn't really had much use. I only created this Paladin in... I think it was Walls of Draenor. It was like an Alliance Paladin that we did like the Alliance Subview raids with. But I haven't really played it much prior to that. How much of this time played is AFK? I guess more so in the past than it is now, because I basically, whenever I'm logged into WoW these days, unless it's progress rating, I'm always streaming, of course. So I'm not really AFK on streams. Like, the played on this character, guys, 18 days, 13 hours. So, Skullgasm is 18.5. And days played on this level, 7 days, 1 hour. So I'm just going to make it 7 days. Yeah, that was the Paladin that used to be on Xavius. It was a dwarf female Paladin that I used for the sub-viewer raids that we did in Walls of Draenor. Okay, this character's slightly older, guys. Magina Dagon. I created this character in Wrath of the Lich King. It was originally... Actually, I created this character when we were still Alliance back then. So it was actually originally a dwarf male Death Knight. It's now obviously a Tauren female. So this character will probably have slightly more played on it. Just a little bit, guys. 27 days, 22 hours, and 42 minutes. So Magina Dagon. We have 27 days, 22 hours. So I'm just going to make it round up to make it 28 days, guys. And time played on this level, 5 days, 4 hours. We'll round it down to 5. So it's actually my least played character at this level. Yo, Gigaline, thanks so much for the sub, dude, as well. Welcome to the team. Give us some hype in the chat, guys. So a lot looking at this so far, guys. I don't know if you can see these numbers. They're quite small on the screen, I guess. But right now, Skull and Magina Dagon, they've only had 5 days played at 110. Okay, this character, Skull Legion, obviously, as it's a Demon Hunter, it was created at Legion. So the playtime on this is probably pretty small. Among the smallest, I guess. The smallest would probably be the Monk, because I only created that character just before Legion as well. So let me see. Okay. Loading screen's taking a little bit of a while on this one. Logged out in Dalaran, that's why. Okay, played on this character, guys. Alright. 4 days, 9 hours. We're just going to round this one up. We're going to say 4.5. So we've got Skull Legion. 4.5 days played. 4 days at... Roughly 4 days at this max level. So it's even less than Skull and Magina Dagon on the max level. And finally, we've got one last character, Skull Creep. Monk. Is it possible this is my lowest played character? I think it could be. Because outside of leveling, I really haven't played this character that much. Slash played. Ooh, maybe not. 6 days, 8 hours. Give him the Skull hype. Or the Skull Champy. Or the Skull Champ. Okay, so we've got 6 days, 8 hours on this character. What's Skull Creep? Yeah. Do we want to round it up? Do we want to make it half? Why not, I guess. Because let's just say I had some other low-level alt. I mean, I'm rounding this up, guys, because let's face it, maybe I had some other low-level alts along the way that kind of, you know, they're not taking into account here. Okay, 2 days on max level, guys, on Skull Creep. It's actually less than that. It's 1 day, 18 hours, 57 minutes. So it's basically 1 day, 19 hours at max level. Okay, so that's all my main characters, yeah? This is all my main characters, guys. And let's see, grand total. Can I make this bigger for you guys? Yeah, there we go. This is bigger now. You guys can read this. Yeah, it's better. Maybe it's a little bit too big now. 677 days total, guys. I think some of you guys were maybe expecting higher than that, huh? We have 677 days total played at across all my characters, and 71 days played at 110. So I've been playing this game basically, guys, non-stop since it was released. When was World of Warcraft released again? Was it like... It was released on... Released November the 23rd in the US, and it was released on February 11th, 2005 in Europe. So I've basically been playing this game since the very start of 2005, guys. It's now 2017, almost halfway through the year. So yeah, I've been playing this game for over 12 years now. So I've been playing, the game's been out for 12.5 years approximately. So what is that? 365 times 12.5. I mean, what am I right now? 29. Yeah, the game's been out for about 12.5 years, right? So it's been out for 465 days. The game's been out for 465 days, I guess. Hold on. Let's simplify this. Days in a year. As if you guys need to see that. Game has been out. So it's been out for 12.5 years. This is rough, of course. This is not complete calculation, guys. Total days the game has been out. And I've played it for 677 total. I guess what's also interesting to see, guys, is right now I'm 29 years old, right? 29 years old and 2 months past that date. So let's just say if my adult life was when I was 16 plus, if my adult life was 16 plus, I've been playing this game for the last, what, 13.2 years? That's not exactly 13.2 years, it's like 13.16 or something, roughly. Which is approximately, let's say, 4,800 days of my adult life since I was 16, guys. And if I played WoW for 677 of them, then total time spent playing WoW in adult life. This is, guys, this is the total amount of time I spent playing WoW in my adult life. 14.1% of my adult life, basically, has been spent playing World of Warcraft. And that's literally not taking into account sleep or anything. Like, if you take into account that I sleep on an average of, let's say, 8 hours a day as well, then total active time, this number is going to go up by about, you know, quite a bit, 50% almost. Like, in total time, I've spent like 14% of my entire adult life playing the game, guys. But with sleep included, it's going to be closer to around 20. Just around the low 20% mark. Without any sleep included. So obviously the number is much higher with sleep included, yeah? Obviously my small alts, guys, are not going to drastically improve the number. Drastically increase it. I guess in theory, we could bump this number up to like 700. To take into account like PTR and stuff. It's going to be about like 15%, I guess. It's also calculated with an extra year because World of Warcraft's only been out for like 12 and a half years. But yeah, you guys can see roughly how much time I spent playing this game. So yeah, 677 days, guys, across my characters.